Big deal. That's always around with the territory. I'll see you in Disneyland.
My defense, because I am such a part of it. I mean, I obviously I'm going to bear the consequences, so why not bear the responsibility?
Okay, sir, is she still alive?
You're alive.
When was the last time you saw her?
Mama, I killed Dean.
Brian?
Ma'am?
What are you doing?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Welcome to 50 States of Madness.
He was a very attractive young girl who liked to flirt.
Verdict, count 1. First-degree murder, guilty.
This was a jury that was all business, very serious.
A verdict of murder, 1 guilty, has been rendered.
Cheers erupted as soon as...
Oh, I'm so emotional.
Justice was served.
Guilty. First-degree murder, guilty.
I don't know why he was killed.
Killed?
No.
Jodi, you did.
I didn't know.
No jury is going to convict me
Why not?
because I'm innocent.
Welcome to 50 States of Madness.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to another week.
Yes. We have a new person behind the soundboard.
Yeah.
So thank you. So we're going to have a lot of special effects in this one because my husband is a comedian and he's behind the soundboard.
Yeah, but
He's learning all the buttons.
he didn't want a camera, though, or a microphone. So.
No. Oh, we need a name for him, too.
Oh, yeah.
Heartthrob's already taken, but, maybe Sexiest Man Alive or something.
Let's see. How about...
Gus.
Gus.
It's Gus.
Okay, that works.
The mouse
That works.
from Cinderella.
Yeah, that works.
Cinderella. But, yep, we're back for another week.
So if you can notice, or, we're last week or the week, has it been 2 weeks since we've been in here?
Last week. No, we recorded last week.
Yeah, but has it been 2 episodes or 1?
2 episodes.
Anyway,
yes.
we have another camera now, so you should be getting more camera angles of us.
More action. And we have some new Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean,
they might be here all year round. Who knows?
They're super cute. I love them.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about a pretty popular case that I'm sure everybody knows. We're not going to go into like a lot of detail, but it was kind of on my radar because I read somewhere, we're going to talk about Jodi Arias, and I read that she's now selling artwork.
From prison?
Yeah.
I hear that's a really, really popular thing. I hear that they give it to them for because I think one of the Menendez brothers is an artist, like a legit, really good one.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that's what they give them to pass the time. And so a lot of them turn to art.
Well, I don't know, but her, we'll get to it at the end of the story, but her artwork is quite pricey. Ooh. And her family, she has like an Instagram that her family runs, and she's got a website. She's got this whole thing going on. So
should I be jumping forward? Tell me if I'm jumping too far forward, but the proceeds of this should...
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, okay,
we'll get there. So we're just going to talk about the case a little bit. Not going to go into like a lot of detail because you can Google any facts that I don't cover. So Travis Victor Alexander was born on July 28th, 1977 in Riverside, California, to Gary David Alexander and Pamela Elizabeth Morgan Alexander. At the age of 8, Travis moved in with his paternal grandparents. After his father's death in July 1997, his 7 siblings were also taken in by their paternal grandmother. Alexander was a salesman and a motivational speaker for prepaid legal services. Jodi Ann Arias was born on July 9th, 1980 in Salinas, California, to William and Sandra Arias. She attended school until 11th grade, at which point she dropped out of Eureka Union High School. She was an aspiring photographer and worked odd jobs until she got a sales position at Prepaid Legal, which is obviously the same place that Travis was working. Arias and Alexander met in September 2006 at a work conference in Las Vegas. Arias converted to Church of Latter-day Saints, of which Alexander was a member, and was baptized by him on November 26, 2006 in a ceremony in Southern California. Alexander and Arias began dating in February 2007, and Arias moved to Mesa, Arizona to live closer to Alexander. But in April 2008, she moved back to Eureka, California, and lived there with her grandparents. Alexander and Arias dated intermittently for a year and a half, often in a long-distance relationship, taking turns traveling between their respective Arizona and California homes. Even when Alexander was in a different relationship, he and Arias would still keep in contact with each other. So, I don't know, kind of sounds like they were kind of doing their own thing, but still together. I don't know.
What I got from a lot of things that I researched, it was not really like super serious, but
they remained friends, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
And I think she took it a little bit more serious
than he did. Absolutely. Yeah. So Alexander's friend who knew Arias and observed them together reportedly had a negative opinion of her, stating that the relationship was unusually tumultuous and that Arias' behavior was worrying. Around this time, Alexander told friends that he believed Arias was stalking him, but the two continued a fragmented friendship. On June 4th, 2008, Travis Alexander was murdered in his home in Mesa, Arizona. He had 27 stab wounds, a slit throat, and a gunshot wound to the face. Alexander was meant to leave on a trip to Cancun, Mexico on June 10th. Originally, he planned to take his girlfriend, Jodi Arias, on the trip, but reportedly in April, he decided to take another woman by the name of Mimi Hall instead. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that's new news to me. I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
It sent her over the edge, huh?
Apparently so, like completely.
Yeah.
So after Alexander missed a conference call, concerned friends entered his home where they discovered pools of blood leading to his body in the shower. The 911 call implicated Arias as an ex-girlfriend who had been stalking Alexander.
Oh my God.
911 emergency.
Hi, this is AJ with the transfer. She's calling from 11428 East Queensboro. Ma'am, is that correct?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's 11428 East Queensboro Avenue in Mesa?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on?
What?
What's going on?
A friend of ours is dead in his bedroom. We hadn't heard from him for a while. We think he's dead. His roommate just went in there and said there's lots of blood. I didn't go in, but I can give you the phone to someone who went in there.
Yes, please, can you?
Hello.
Hi, so what's going on?
He's dead. He's in his bedroom.
Okay.
In the shower.
Okay. How did this happen? Do you have any idea?
No, we have no idea. Everyone's been wondering about him for a few days.
She said that there was blood. So is it coming from his head? Did he cut his wrist?
It's all over the place.
Hold on just a moment. Okay. You're a good friend of Travis's, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has he been depressed at all? Thinking about committing suicide? Anything like that?
I don't think he's been thinking he committed suicide. He's been really depressed because he broke up with this girl, and he was all upset about that. But I don't think he would actually kill himself over that.
Has he been threatened by anyone recently?
Yes, he has. Okay. He has an ex-girlfriend that's been bothering him and following him and slashing tires and things like that.
And do you know the ex-girlfriend's name?
Do you remember it? Yeah. What's his ex-girlfriend's name? Ask Taylor.
And do you know if he's ever reported it to the police?
Her name is Jodi. I don't know if he's ever reported. Hold on. Yeah. Ask Taylor if he's ever reported Jodi to the police, like if Travis did. No, he hasn't reported anything about Jodi's behavior.
Okay, the tub is in his bedroom?
Yeah, and I guess I didn't go in, but from what I heard, his roommate went in. There's blood in his bedroom behind the door, and then he said it's all over. And then they went in the bathroom, and he's in his shower.
Okay,
so
and his bedroom is where in the house?
It's upstairs. And if you go up the stairs, it's on the left. It's the first door on your left. It's the only door on your left.
Okay.
And it's just a big master suite bedroom up there. And she's talking to his friend right now. There's a girl that's been stalking him and things, and he's trying to. You might know some information. I hope my phone doesn't die. I'm on like 1 bar of battery.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep you on the phone until officers arrive. Either officers or paramedics arrive. Okay.
Okay. I think I can hear the sirens now.
Arias's grandparents' home in California, where she had been living, was robbed in May of 2008. Prosecutors speculated that Arias staged the burglary herself and used the gun that she stole to kill Alexander.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that part I did know, but which obviously, it says premeditation. Yeah. So,
she definitely was planning it.
So, in the time between Alexander's death on June 4th and the discovery of his body on June 9th, Arias repeatedly left messages on his voicemail. She did this as an effort to place herself away from the crime scene and to appear concerned about Alexander's well-being. At the crime scene, investigators found a damaged digital camera inside of the apartment's washing machine. They were eventually able to recover the images, which included Arias and Alexander in sexually suggestive poses, which were time-stamped about 1:40 p.m. on June 4th, 2008. The last photo of Alexander alive was in the shower and was taken at 5:29 p.m., and right after, an accidental image of a bleeding person, likely Alexander, was taken. Investigators used the timestamps on the pictures to determine Alexander's exact time of death. Investigators also discovered a bloody palm print in the hallway, which was a mixture of Alexander and Arias's DNA. Throughout the investigation, Arias insisted that the last time she saw Alexander was April 2008, despite the photographic and DNA evidence placing her in the home on the day of the murder. Later on, she changed her story and stated that she was in the home when 2 intruders broke in and attacked both of them, eventually killing Alexander. She changed her story, and all of a sudden there were intruders, and I think at this point is when she kind of started to really go off the deep end, because then you'll learn that she does some really odd things once she gets interrogated.
Yeah, and what does she think by throwing the camera into the washing machine? Like that was going to delete the photos? I mean, these are digital. It's not...
Well, and not even the fact that that she's calling him, during this time when she knows that he's dead, but she's calling him. Like, you don't think anybody else has done that before? Yeah. Like, come on. The detectives are just a little smarter than that, but whatever.
Just because you leave a message doesn't mean you're not near them.
Yeah, she could be sitting right there next
over the dead body.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Arias's bizarre behavior throughout the investigation has prompted experts to diagnose her with post-traumatic stress disorder and borderline personality disorder. Jodi's behavior while she was in her interview, at times, the investigator left her alone just to see what would happen. Jodi continued to put on a show. She took off her shoes, did a headstand, quietly sang "Oh Holy Night," and finally curled into a ball in her chair and whispered to herself.
Oh, holy night. The stars are brightly shining. This is the day of our dear Savior's birth. He knows our needs. He'll be angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night. Oh, night. Night divine.
I'm thinking she's trying to, at this point, going, okay, they got me.
Have you seen the video?
Yes, I have.
It is very bizarre.
I'm trying to plea insanity at the maybe.
Of course.
Like she's in
100%.
She's working
trying it all.
Yeah.
She's pulling out all the tricks.
Yeah. Her narcissistic tendencies also caught some flank. After she was formally arrested, Jodi asked if she can clean herself up before her mugshot. However, the cops said no. During said photo, she half smiled and asked how her hair looked.
You need to, it's hilarious to see like her mugshots and how like her looks have changed. It's wild. When she goes to court versus what she looked like, you know, she had like bleach blonde hair and she was like, you know, trying to be like the swimsuit model, the whole thing. And then you see her pictures in court and she's got like wire rimmed glasses. She cut bangs. Like she almost resembles Andrea Yates in a way. And so, yeah, it's like,
looked
come
as
on.
homely
And
as
like the way that
possible.
she was dressing, like very conservative. So
Well,
yeah,
she's working that jury.
Yeah.
As one person observed, Jodi was uncaring about anything else other than herself. During the trial, Arias looked changed quite a bit. And that's what you were saying. Like her clothing, her hair.
She looks like a totally different person.
Yeah, she doesn't look like the girl that he was dating at all.
No.
Arias was indicted on first-degree murder charge on July 9, 2008, and pleaded not guilty on September 11, 2008. In May 2013, Arias was found guilty of first-degree murder. The jury, however, was deadlocked on the sentencing, leading to a mistrial in the penalty phase. A second penalty phase also resulted in a deadlock. And ultimately, in April 2015, Arias was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. What she did and how she did it, I mean, there's degrees as to, like, for the death penalty and behind prison, but her methodical thinking it out, actually driving all the way over there to do it, and planning, the pre-planning and everything, and then how horrible. And she's like, even having a sexual relationship right before you kill somebody.
Yeah.
Like, that is
it's
so... And we talk about this too with the men who do it, you know?
Right.
Like Chris Watts and things like that. And you talk about it with these, and it's just disgusting.
I don't
on both
understand how
sides.
these people don't think that they're not going to get caught. That's what just blows my mind is these people, you know, like, you really think you're going to pull it off?
But then you're having sex with them. So right now, like, if you didn't want your DNA anywhere around that place, why are you having sex with them?
Exactly.
So I just don't understand it. Jodi, who is now 44 years old, has now started selling artwork online on her website, and she also has an Instagram that is run by her family. While many states have Son of Sam laws that prevent criminals from profiting from their crimes, there is no direct link between her artwork and the murder. And the Son of Sam laws, they are to prevent criminals from profiting off, like selling their stories, shows, movies. And the Son of Sam was a serial killer.
Right.
I'm going to assume
David Berkowitz.
And I'm going to assume that he actually tried to do that. And so the state of Wisconsin stopped him from doing that. So it originated out of the state of Wisconsin. and therefore, you're not supposed to be able to do that.
Right.
That's in the state of Wisconsin. I think a lot of states have it.
That's probably why she can get away with doing what she's doing, I would assume.
The Arizona Department of Corrections is aware that Jodi is doing this. On her website, her family says that the revenue from the artwork is used to purchase more materials. 10% is donated to select nonprofit organizations, and some will go towards Jodi's appeals. Her work isn't cheap. According to her website, an original acrylic painting is $2,500. She also sells prints that range from $28 to $39. She also sells postcards for $34.95. And I'm just saying, if this money was going to the family of Alexander, I would full on be on board. Like, yes, let's buy it. Let's do it. Let's get this, get as much money for this family as possible. But bullshit that for $2,500 to purchase more fucking material. I'm done with that. Like,
yeah,
she's profiting off this crap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and how do we know?
Yeah.
How do we really know where that money's
where
going?
the money's going? No.
You don't, because she could be buying Crayola markers for all we know. Like,
yeah. To me, I'm like, if I was the family too, I would feel bad. I'd be, if that was my daughter who killed somebody.
Absolutely. I'd be like, you better be giving Travis Alexander's family some of this money.
At least
especially
a percentage.
if you're selling paintings for near $3,000 a pop. Yeah. And who knows how many she's selling. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I know that, there are a lot of people that collect this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. We're not saying any names.
Because my first thought, I got to be honest, this is an honest moment. I was gonna buy one.
You're
gonna
buy
one. Yeah.
I just
I'm not talking like $2,500 one.
No, like a print.
But yes, a print. Yeah, I would buy a print.
Yeah.
Or a postcard. Yeah.
But it's not going towards I don't know why the percentage of it's not going
I
towards
won't.
the family.
Trust me, guys, I won't do it. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna stop
don't
her.
come at
don't
me.
Don't worry. I know. Don't worry. Oh, she saw the light. Thank you, Gus.
Yes, don't come at me. But
So yeah. So but yeah, I just think
that's what actually got this story like on my radar. Is I was watching good old Nancy Grace. I've been watching her a lot. Yeah, I was watching her and she was talking about it and I was like, oh, that's interesting. This is the first that I've ever heard of it. And I believe it's been going on for a little while now.
Oh, I'm sure it has been.
Yeah. So,
well,
that's why it was on my radar. So
at least not a lot of people have heard about it. So maybe she isn't making a ton of money off it. Yeah. I don't know.
I really don't want to cover cases like this, like that have been overly done.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get into too much detail. It was just like the bare facts, but it's a really interesting story, and so is her, the video of her and everything. So we'll post some pictures and some videos and stuff like that, but definitely it's an interesting case to do a deep dive on for sure.
Oh yeah. And there's some made for TV movies out there.
There's a bunch of books and
check it out
and movies and stuff like that. So thank you for joining us for another week, and we will see you guys very soon.
Thank you. Have a great week and be safe.
Be safe. Yes.